Hi and welcome to another Boom Webster's Technology explanatory video. Today we're going to be comparing SLI / Crossfire graphics card setups versus having a single graphics card solution for your computer or workstation system. So we're going to be including some of the pros and cons of having many graphics cards within one system versus having only one graphics card, and then we're going to be weighing out the pros and cons to create an overall summary for which cases you should end up with more than one graphics card or when you should only run a single graphics card depending on some of your workloads that you're planning to be running on the computer, and if certain factors are of importance more than other, like price to performance or efficiency. We're going to be covering those topics and more right after we roll out our short video intro segment, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's get right into the video with our first topic of the video, which is going to be to provide a brief explanation of NVIDIA's SLI and AMD's Crossfire interfaces. NVIDIA and AMD have designed interfaces which would allow for a user to run more than one compatible graphics card within the same system in order to get the performance benefit of having both of the graphics cards. They both have some advantages and disadvantages over the other in certain applications, although this video is not designed to provide comparative details pertaining to Crossfire and NVIDIA's solution of SLI, although we could make a video in the future showing the strengths and weaknesses of Crossfire versus SLI, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. Now for some more detail on what the video is going to be pertaining to. You are going to be needing an SLI bridge connector, several or more than one supported NVIDIA GPU installed within one system, and preferably updated drivers in order to use NVIDIA's Scalable Link Interface SLI technology. In order to use AMD's Crossfire technology, you're going to need all the same things except an AMD-based graphics card series, and instead of an SLI bridge, you're going to be needing a Crossfire bridge. Now let's get into the pros and cons of multi-graphics card computer systems. If you have a multi-graphics card computer system, then you're going to be dealing with these simple basic pros and cons. The cons is going to produce more heat and noise. You're going to have more power consumption, which means less energy efficiency, and there is the possibility of some distracting micro stuttering within the outputted signal, and certain applications like some games don't do well with having more than one graphics card. Now for the pros. They do provide the potential of having double the performance present than having a single graphics card of the same model. You are going to be looking forward to having more ports in the case that you want to use many monitors that one of them is not going to be able to support enough ports for. Or it's also good for future proofing if you are planning to add more monitors in the future. You get better performance value for the costs, and that's usually being able to be accomplished rather than having one single higher performance card alone. So if you use two mid-tier range graphics cards rather than one higher performance, higher end graphics card, some cases the two mid-tier graphics cards will give you better performance for the cost. Pros and cons of having one graphics card in a computer system. You're going to have less energy used, which allows for better energy efficiency, lower amount of noise and heat is outputted, and you're going to have better overall compatibility with applications and greater reliability. The cons are you're going to get less performance for the dollar. The overall performance of your computer will usually be lower than if you had a multi-graphics card setup such as with Crossfire or SLI, and you don't have much expansion in the case that you're going to add more modders in the future, and if you do, then you may need to get another card later on, or you're going to have to resort to signal splitters for multi-monitor setups, and from my experience with them, they do considerably lower the output signal quality, and even with the higher end splitters, it's still something to be looking at since the output signal will be lowered in quality to some degree. Overall summary of information, and we're going to be answering the question here: should you get more than one GPU for your computer system? While it is true that newer graphics cards will offer better performance in rendering technology that you can have right now, which will allow you to play games which utilize virtual reality technology with better quality, or render complex models with greater efficiency. Plus, you have slightly better future proofing for future game launches and application launches, which can utilize the newer rendering technologies integrated with newer cards. SLI or Crossfire graphics card setups can help you with maximizing the performance to cost ratio of your system, especially if you're on a budget and already have a card like a Radeon R9 GPU or a GTX 980, and you probably could get another one in order to improve your performance rather than throwing out your current card and buying a whole new card of a higher grade. You could sell the old card, which is definitely a possibility, although you are going to lose some money in return in comparison to what you originally paid. So for most cases that I've seen, many people have been asking, should I just be able to buy a new GPU instead of getting my old one just removed or sold? Most of the times I do recommend getting an SLI Crossfire setup instead of getting a single higher tier card, since you're going to get better value of the card, and since you already have the card on hand, and if you're going to sell it, then you're obviously going to lose some money in the process, and with buying a new card, that's depreciation you're also going to lose there. So if you have not a really outdated card such as GTX 960 or 980 or Radeon R9 graphics card on hand, then I highly suggest investing in getting another card instead of just throwing away or selling your current card for a higher tiered one, because it's going to give you better performance for your cost. Although in some cases, for people that are concerned definitely with energy efficiency or noise and heat output, then you're also going to be having to throw those factors in if you need to kind of go away from having more than one card. And I know that many cases also don't have much support for having many cards, so that's also something to consider. Although if it's going to give you better performance for the dollar, then I would suggest going with that. In a few cases that I've seen, especially with some older lower end tiers, originally the cards have a really low value, and by today's standards it's not going to help you that much in order to get to an SLI or Crossfire setup, and you're probably better off upgrading to a new card entirely with a new platform. Although if you're still running what I'd say like within 5 years or so old card within that range, and you're looking for a performance boost, then I definitely recommend considering SLI or Crossfire. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video generally towards graphics cards. Please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more videos pertaining to SLI and Crossfire. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, press these boom websites if you have not done so already, and turn on your bell notifications to prevent missing any of our future content uploads. The bell icon only appears to the right of the subscribe button after you've subscribed beforehand. If you have any future video suggestions in general pertaining to computer software, computer hardware, technology topics, explain how technology works, or basically anything tech related, please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next content upload. Bye!